We move through the landscape like giants, unaware of the wonders too small for us to see. Long ago, we noticed that a glass sphere made things appear larger. Grinding it down into a lens magnified objects even more. Stacking lenses in a tube greatly multiplied the effect, and the compound microscope was born. It let us peer into a world we'd never seen before. Suddenly, we could see creatures in common pond water that we didn't even know existed. But there is a limitation to the compound microscope. We can't see down into the scales of the butterfly's wing because visible light waves are too big. Everything smaller goes out of focus. We needed a microscope that used something smaller than visible light. The scanning electron microscope fires electrons, smaller than atoms, creating an image that magnifies things by as much as 1,000,000 times. It shows that deep inside the tiny scales of a butterfly's wing are even smaller structures, which are shaped to reflect only pure blue light waves, giving the wings of a morpho butterfly one of the most brilliant blues in nature. The electron microscope reveals things both bizarre and beautiful. Guess what this is? A butterfly egg. The skin of a shark. A caterpillar's mouth. The eye of a fruit fly. An eggshell. A tomato stem. A flea. A snail's tongue. We think we know most of the animal kingdom, but there may be millions of tiny species waiting to be discovered. Even the air we breathe is full of unseeable stuff. Pollen, skin flakes, insect parts, animal hairs. There's even matter from space, including microdiamonds and jewels from other planets and supernova explosions. 30,000 tons of space dust falls to the Earth every year. Some of it is in every breath inhaled by all the living things on Earth, including you. And it gets even more personal. There are unseen creatures living all over your body, possibly including mites that spend their entire lives dwelling on your eyelashes, crawling with their 8 legs over your skin at night. They're on some of you right now. When you're unlucky enough to get a case of head lice, this is what's living in your hair. More than 1,000 strains of bacteria could be in your belly button. This is what causes stinky feet. Some 32 million bacteria live on your skin, most of them harmless, or even good for you. There are far more organisms living on you than there are people on Earth. It turns out that the world of the really small is full of clever things we can use. The surface of a lotus leaf repels almost any liquid. A super close look reveals the secret. Tiny hair-like bumps that cause drops to roll right off the leaf. Maybe we could mimic this, making a coating to shield airplanes from ice buildup. Once, it was a mystery how a gecko could walk up smooth glass. Gecko feet are covered by 500,000 tiny bristles that branch into split ends, each with a pad on the tip. The structures build up an electrical charge that attracts them to the surface, adding up to incredible sticking power, and a model for a new kind of robot that could climb almost anything. A spider also harbors secrets. Spider silk thread is pound for pound stronger than steel, and yet completely elastic. Imagine what we might build if we could produce a synthetic version. The first step is getting a closer look at spider silk. The journey could take us all the way down to what we call the Nano World. The silk is 100 times thinner than a human hair. On it, there's bacteria. Near the bacteria, 10 times smaller, a virus. Inside that, 10 times smaller, 3 strands of its DNA. And nearing the limit of our most powerful microscopes, single carbon atoms. 4 of them are the size of 1 nanometer. Welcome to the Nano World. This incomprehensibly small place is the new frontier. Exploring it will lead to huge changes in our lives. Our most advanced microscopes can now see this. Individual atoms, though fuzzy, proving years of scientific theory simulated here. And not only can we see them, with the tip of a powerful microscope, we can actually move atoms and begin to create amazing nano devices. Some could one day patrol your body for all kinds of diseases and clean out clogged arteries along the way. Tiny chemical machines of the future may even repair DNA. One of the wildest things about the nano world, substances here behave differently than the same material does in our world. To us, gold is golden in color. But nano gold can be any color. It absorbs light and generates heat, leading to an idea. Injecting nano-sized gold particles into the bloodstream, which are chemically coded to attach to cancerous cells. An incoming laser beam heats the gold particles, burning the cells. The promise of nano goes beyond medicine. Another material with far different nano properties is carbon. The same breakable stuff found in pencil lead. At the nanoscale, it has mind-boggling strength. With it, we've created the world's thinnest material, graphene, 1 carbon atom thick. It's harder than diamonds, but nearly as flexible as rubber. Turned into a roll, it's called a carbon nanotube, one of the strongest and lightest materials on Earth. With it, we could one day make things we can only dream about today. It may even be possible to use carbon nanotubes to build an elevator to space. We are on the threshold of extraordinary advances, born of our drive to see all that's hidden in the world around us. On a summer evening, under an endless rain of cosmic dust, the air full of pollen and skin flakes, and bits of everything on Earth, people go about their lives surrounded by the unseeable. Knowing there's much more around us than we can see forever changes our understanding of the world. Who knows what waits to be seen? What new wonders will transform our lives? We will just have to see.